then I need to tread cautiously. But what can you tell us? What have you gathered? What do you make of this whole incident that has occurred that has made you go to court to defend these people?
Okay, because it's in court, I may not be able to go into the merits, but I can only explain to you what happened in court yesterday. And so the accused persons were brought in court, and the facts were read, the charges were read. The appeal wasn't taken because the prosecutor informed the court that they were not done with their investigation. So thereafter, a bail application was made, which the prosecutor also opposed to it on grounds that they said they were not done with their investigation, and for that matter, the court should remand them pending their investigation. Finally, the court agreed with our prayer, and in the court's wisdom, the court ruled that this bail should be granted to them because it's a balancing act, and we are supposed to consider the liberty of the accused persons vis-a-vis the protection of the state or the complainant or the police officers in this.
So that they've been granted bail. Can you confirm to us whether all of them were able to meet the bail conditions and have been granted the bail?
Okay. So as of yesterday, when I was leaving court, relatives were around and they were willing to stand as surety for the accused persons. The bail condition was not so harsh, in my opinion. You just needed someone to stand in as surety for you. So any other relative could just come around and sign in for you. So I think I cannot confirm if, as of today, all accused persons have met their bail conditions.
But you are lawyer for all the accused persons.
As of yesterday, I was lawyer for first to 6 accused persons. But then, after court, the 7th person came to see me and wanted me to also represent them. So now making 1 to 7 accused persons. However, the 8th accused person is at large. So I cannot represent someone who
Tell me this. What can you tell us about the charges that was leveled or preferred against them?
Okay, so I think basically it was on an assault on a public officer, then conspiracy, then that was the charges that was read in court. And not to go into the merits, because the plea wasn't taken, I may not be able to speak specifically on the charges in relation to the accused persons. But I know that when I spoke to them prior to me getting to court yesterday, they told me that they were not guilty of charges that has been leveled against them. So they are saying that the fact that the accused persons assaulted a public officer, which is alleged, and until it is proven otherwise, it would only be an allegation against them.
How strong do you think your case is? Because when it comes to such matters, it's evidence that comes to play here, and it's a web from one person against the other. How strong is your case here?
David, that would mean you are pushing me to go into the merits. As it stands now, I know we would have a good case. As it stands now, we also stand to lose nothing because an allegation has been leveled against us. It is left for the state to establish a prima facie case, and if that is done, then maybe we may have to open our defense. But let me leave it that way.
And this is a case or a charge of assault on a public officer. Well, let's see how it pans out. So when are you going back to court? Is it the 28th of this month?
That is so. We'll go back to court on 28th of this month.
But again, what do you make of police-civilian relationship in Ghana now? I mean, this is not the first time we are seeing such, brawl between civilians and police. We also know, having at the back of our minds, what happened, at Axim and all that. As a lawyer, and you deal with prosecutors and all that, what do you make of civilian-police relationship?
All right. This will be my personal opinion. My personal opinion. I think there's too much show of power in the country. One way or the other, everyone wants to show that I am powerful, be it from the service personnel, be it from we the civilians. But I think it is a very bad habit. The fact that the state or the police officers, they protect our lives and our properties. And if we are going to resort to what is going on in this country, in situations whereby today you see a civilian publicly fighting a service personnel, it's not something we would have to promote at all, because where lies our security if we are attacking the very people who are supposed to be protecting us. In as much as it's not, I'm not saying this may have transpired. Regardless of this matter that happened in court yesterday, there's been instances where we've seen on social media videos relating to such incidents, and I think, in my opinion, it's not the best. Because
Laura, I hear you, sir. Forgive me for want of time. Forgive me. Let's end our conversation here. But I'm indeed grateful to you, sir, for your time with us this morning.